Yo boys, it's Viva here and awesome that you're watching to the final episode of the January transfers, and today I'm going to talk about everything that did happen on transfer deadline day. So no crazy transfer rumors, only 100% confirmed transfers like Alexander Pato is going to China, but Dembaba is coming back from China, and where is he going boys? You find that out and much more in this week's episode. So give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to join Team Viva La FIFA, and if you want to keep up to date daily with me boys, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Viva La FIFA 87. Do it right now, give me a thumbs up and subscribe boys. So enough said and done, we're going to start with the first transfers, and that is instantly a double pack. Sahko is going from Liverpool to Crystal Palace, and then we have the midfielder from Serbia. You will see him in the flash boys. His name is Milo Vejovic, and he played for Olympiacos Piraeus. He is more a holding central defensive midfielder, and together with Sahko, he can improve the squad boys. Sahko just wasn't good enough anymore to play in the first team of Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp didn't need him anymore, but he can be a great addition to the Palace squad guys. Milojevic, I'm not sure how good he really is. I never saw him in real life, but let's see what those two players can add to the team and help Crystal Palace face relegation battle. Look who's back. Adebayor is returning to the game. If EA will add him, he is going to the Turkish league to Başakşehir. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right guys, but he is going from a free agent to the Turkish league. And how good is he still boys? I'm totally not sure. Is he still fit? Is he a little bit fat? I'm not sure boys. Let's see what will happen with Adebayor in the Turkish league, but I still think he is strong, he is tall, and he will always score goals for your team. So a lot of luck, a lot of fun from me to Adebayor. This transfer was coming for a long time because Bojan was getting less and less playing time for Stoke City, and as you know, Mainz had a cam. His name is Mali. He scored a lot of goals, created a lot of assists, but he was sold to Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga. So Mainz was looking for a creative playmaker as a cam for a long time, and they think they found it with Bojan. I think he can do great guys if he can reach the same level as he got in the first 2 years at Stoke City. He will be great for Mainz. Another player that is going to the Chinese league, to the same team as Axel Witsel, is Pato. Alexandro Pato is leaving Villarreal after 6 months for the Chinese league, and what a profit Villarreal made. They got him on a free transfer in the summer, and they have sold him for 15 million pounds guys. That means they've earned 2.5 million a month for signing Pato. That is just unreal. Villarreal, good job, and Pato, I hope you will have a lot of fun in China, but I'm not sure if you really fit in that competition. Aston Villa is facing a very tough season. After the relegation of last season, they thought they could go up in 1 year, but oh my god, they're struggling in the league and they're losing their best players in this transfer window to Premier League teams boys. Ayew is going to Swansea City, and as you will see in this episode, a lot of more players are leaving Aston Villa, making them weaker and weaker, and I don't see him getting back in 1 season boys. Let's hope Aston Villa can return very quickly, and let's hope Ayew can score a lot of goals for Swansea City so he can keep them in the Premier League. Another double transfer is Oviedo and Gibson from Everton to Sunderland boys, and I'm not totally sure if these are the players you want to strengthen the squad, because Oviedo and Gibson, they already proved they're nice players but not good enough to play for a mid-table team in the Premier League. So what are they going to do at Sunderland? I think Sunderland should have bought better players, because now they got Oviedo and sold Van Arnold, and you're really getting weaker with that boys, because I think Van Arnold is way better at the moment as Oviedo, but let's hope they both prove me wrong. The new signing of Middlesbrough is the Algerian midfielder Guri Dira. He played for Watford, and the manager said he wanted to add experience to the squad, and that's the reason why they bought him. He wasn't playing a lot anymore for Watford, so I think it's a good deal for him. Let's hope he will get a second chance at Middlesbrough. He can play a lot in the Premier League, and he can add a lot of experience to the young squad. As I just told you boys, it's a little bit sad to see Aston Villa losing a lot of good players. Ayew already went to Swansea City, and Westwood is going to Burnley boys, and Westwood, he was doing very well for Aston Villa, and I think Burnley really signed the good players, so Aston Villa is having a lot of problems with the best players leaving the club, but let's hope for Westwood it's a good deal and he can prove himself yet again in the Premier League. One of the biggest talents a couple of seasons ago was Ravel Morrison. He was playing for West Ham United as a youngster and all the big teams were willing to sign him, but he really screwed up, boys. He is a pain in the ass for the manager, for his teammates, for the club he plays for. He went from West Ham United to Lazio. He doesn't get a lot of playing time right there, and now he's going back to England, to the Championship, to QPR. So let's hope he can rebuild his career, because he is still a big talent, boys, but he just has to prove it on the pitch right now. Leicester City signed a brand new centre back. His name is Wagu. He played for Udinese before and he really looks like a beast, boys. He isn't the paciest one, but his physical is just outstanding. He really looks like an animal. You don't want to meet him in a dark alley later at night, guys, because he will eat you alive. I'm not sure if he's any good on the pitch, but no worry, boys, if he isn't good on the pitch, he can still look for work as a bouncer at the disco bar. One of the most talented English players is Reece Oxford. He is playing for West Ham United, but he isn't getting a lot of playing time, so now they sent him on a loan deal to Reading. The Reading coached by Jaap Stam, and Jaap Stam was an awesome centre back, so let's hope Reece Oxford can learn a lot from his manager and return to West Ham as a much better player. What is happening here, boys? Is there actually a player returning from the Chinese league to play for a team in Europe? Well, Demba Ba is doing it. He is going from Shanghai Shenzhou to Besiktas, and he played for Besiktas before he went to China, so he knows the club, he knows the team a little bit, and he was the top scorer before he left to China. So let's hope he can help his team winning games and maybe winning the title. It's only a couple of months ago that Ighalo turned down the transfer to go to China because he wanted to stay at Watford, playing good in the Premier League and maybe making a bigger step to a team in the Premier League that plays for the title. But that transfer never came true. He had to stay at Watford and he is just not doing good at the moment, guys. So I think this is the best solution. He is going to earn a lot of money. I won't blame him because I would do the same thing if I've got offered millions a year. So a lot of luck, Ighalo, but I still think you're going to miss the big league, the big stadium and the big opponents. Hull City is very active on the transfer market the last week, guys. Selling players, buying players, selling players, buying players, and now they loaned Ranocchia from Internazionale for half a season, and after that they can buy him. And I'm not sure if Ranocchia is still a good centre back, boys. I don't see him a lot on the television, so I can't say anything about that. What do you think, boys? Is Ranocchia a good signing for Hull City, or is he just a flop? Don't forget, boys, that Sirigu was the first goalkeeper just a couple of seasons ago for Paris Saint-Germain, but at the moment he's not good enough anymore for Sevilla, and he's going to Osasuna on a loan deal. So let's hope he can prove there that he is still a very good and reliable goalkeeper, because he proved that he is. The first seasons when he was playing for Paris Saint-Germain, he was just excellent. It may sound a little bit weird if I tell you that this is one of the best transfers in this transfer window, in my opinion, boys, because Van Arnold going from Sunderland to Crystal Palace, I think that is a great deal for Crystal Palace, because in my opinion he's one of the best left backs in the Premier League. He has experience, he will score goals for the team, his dribbling is good for a left back, and of course he's bloody fast as well. So for Crystal Palace this is a brilliant deal. I'm just guessing that Burnley will have a lot of money on the bench, boys, because they broke their transfer record with the signing of the Irish player from Norwich, and his name is Brady. You all know him for scoring a goal at Euro 2016 in France, and he was going to the audience celebrating together with his brother that was in the audience, and now he's going from Norwich to Burnley, and I think this is a great deal, just like Burnley always signs the good players. We're going to Australia, mate, where we find Sainsbury. He was playing for a Chinese team together with Alex Teixeira, but now he is just like Demba Ba, returning to a European team, and he is going to a big club, boys. Internazionale has loaned him for one half of a season, and after that they can buy him. I'm not sure if he is good enough, I'm not sure how he developed in China, but if he will do well, I hope EA will add him as soon as possible. Who else to finish off with than the player that kept a lot of people guessing where he will go, how much he will cost, and that is of course Dimitri Payet. He is moving from West Ham. He just signed a new 5-year contract, but he is still going back to Olympique Marseille. He loves the team there a lot more, boys. He said he loves the city more, he loves the team more, and he didn't enjoy himself anymore at West Ham. But I think it's a little bit crazy if you don't like West Ham and you still sign a new new contract just a couple of weeks ago. I'm thinking that's a little bit curious, guys. What do you think about the Dimitri Payet transfer? Do you like it or do you hate Payet? Let me know it down in the comment section below. And with Payet, we came to the end of the January transfers, boys. I will do it in the summer of 2017 again. I want to thank you all for the amazing support in this series, boys. You have been blazing amazing. We're growing so fast, and I'm aiming for 50,000 subscribers in the summer of 2017. Give me a thumbs up and of course subscribe to my channel if you want to join Team Viva la FIFA. I hope you all have a freaking nice day. Keep it cool, keep it real, and ciao for now.